both matches tonight, our first game, we have a little bit of a break, and then our nightcap game are the same team. So 2 out of the 3 games in their series are happening tonight on our stream. So excited for that. Crispy just jumped in and he's joining me again. How are you feeling, man? Feeling any better?
No, I didn't go to my internship today.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, my parents had bronchitis, and I think they're finally getting over it. And they got it right after. I know I was telling you about this, but I don't think anyone else knows. Right after I left for the holidays, they got bronchitis, so I dodged a bullet there. It's the season. 'Tis the season now. The winter time for the depression and sickness. Just gotta get past it. Although you're in Florida, so thankfully you don't have to deal with that shit like we do here in the Midwest. It's a snow day here today, real cold, lots of snow. So, one of those things. X-Wing time, though. Let's talk about what we got here. It is a matchup between Mistakes Were Made and the Bad Batch. But as I said earlier, 2 games featuring these 2 teams tonight. Bender 1383 playing here on the left, and then we've got Gambler Tuba, who is a Midwestern Michigan native, playing on the right. I'm going to need to move my camera over. I'm blocking most of the overlay. It's one of those things in 2.5 that I constantly have to deal with, is like just moving my camera out of the way of the overlay. But the scum list gives me plenty of room, so that's great. Awesome. I'll just flip myself around. Crispy, what list would you like to break down?
Give me that scum list.
Awesome. Cool. I'm going to just flip myself. Where are we? Transform. Flip. Horizontal. There we go. Okay. All right, man. Go for it.
All right, so we have from Bender 1383 on Mistakes Were Made. We have a lovely sort of I3 scum salad, it appears.
Yeah.
This is oh, what scenario are we? Is this like assault?
We're playing assault again, yeah.
Alright, that's what I figured. Alright, so run down the list. We have Dr. Afro with what I have come to the conclusion is the best build for Afro. That is the Child, Lando Calrissian, BT1, Babu Frick, and Overtuned Modulator. That is a very, very powerful Afro. Probably one of the best pieces Scum has. So very good.
A lot of people still sleep on
Bender,
Afra, dude. It's wild. I think just because people sleep on Scum in general, but Afra is great.
Like Afra, I think at 6 points has like some of the consistency that like a lot of the other like 6-point ships have. In order to just keep putting out dice and also have a good staying around power. Like I think she's like on par value wise for a lot of the 6-pointers that we've seen in the game. So that's really, really good. I expect to see a lot out of her. Then we have Leighton Ashira in the M3A with Lone Wolf and Ion Cannon. Lovely little sort of objective-based ship that can go off, do its own thing, and of course, very difficult to kill with that pilot ability. Then you have Manaru with Expert Handling, Gar Saxon, Contraband Cybernetics, Punching One, and R5P8. And then another YV, Lats Razzie, with Rookcast, Unkar Plot, Han Solo, and Contraband Cybernetics.
Lots
so,
of
bunch
beef
of
there.
I3s, a lot of health, a lot of difficult to put down ships.
And on the right side here, Gambler Tuba representing the Bad Batch. He's brought Rebels, but notice they're all small bases. So when assault, medium and large bases reign supreme. I mean, you can claim multiple points. You can claim up to 3 points in the same ship with that large base. There's some serious upside to running large bases here. Scum obviously has a lot of different large base options, although some of them are a little unconventional. Before I break down Gambler Tuba's list, we did get a question here. Looks like we've got running target NZ. Is that stand for New Zealand? That'd be cool. Asking, is there some restrictions on list building, or is this just a way off meta? So we have ways of incentivizing people in this league that is standard. It is not extended to bring lists that have certain features that you don't see every day that aren't the most meta on point choices. Those are bounties, and the bounty hunter with the most points by the end of the regular season does win a hoodie or a shirt, whatever they want. So we have had a lot of people kind of participate in those bounty hunting challenges. Otherwise, yeah, they pick their two factions. No faction overlaps between each within each team, and they just build what they want, knowing the scenario from either of their factions. So that is the gist. There are 2 divisions. There are 12 teams. We'll show the division standings in a second, but I do want to break down the list here on. Have we started moving yet? We're about to, right? Yeah. Boom. Okay. We've got, starting us off here, Cornhorn, former E-Wing pilot, now X-Wing pilot as well, with marksmanship, homing missiles. That's different. Archery, astromech, and his foils. Gina Moonsong, another I-5 in the B-Wing at 4 points. Decent value, although B-Wings still burn pretty fast, but I like this loadout with her. We got the fire control, proton cannons, and plasma, so you have an opportunity to spend lock and double tap. You can use FCS to keep your mods. Could be some power creep there with that damage potential. Who knows? Podic Avenge with plan training and shield upgrade. A little bit more of a tanky build there. Keep Bodica alive. Holokend, really good at 3 points. You have the opportunity at I4 for double modded proton torpedoes with precise astromech, dorsal turret, hopeful, and am I missing anything else? I think those are the upgrades there. I know that one of the hopeful is not listed. Wedge Antilles in the A-Wing with crack shot, starboard slash, and vector cannons, and then of course our 2-point friend Sabine with that best car. Reinforced plating, again, betting is open. Get your bets in. Don't forget to bet. Friday night X-Wing, I know, dude. Doing more X-Wing throughout the week as we have the team league going, and I've always wanted to do more X-Wing throughout the week as I'm available, but because it was harder to get people to play, now that we have a lot of people playing every week in a league, we always have people who want to play on stream, which is just kind of why Greg started the draft league. This would be brilliant. So just following in his brilliance, you know? That's me, just a copycat. Who do you like in this, Crispy?
Ugh. Man, this is... I am a little worried that we're going to have a lot of ships in the first engagement that are just going to be sort of sitting on the outside. I like Afra and Lats to get some shots, but I doubt that. I think Leighton may be too close to that rock. Too hard sort of puts her in at a weird angle. Sabine also way out in front. I do like... I think if you can just collapse quickly on Leighton, as long as you have the first shot hit, I think you can take her out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that Scum here is going to have a good target to go after super early on.
That's a lot. Everyone's together right now. They're running in a big pack for the Rebels. So you're leading Rebels right now.
I would say so, yeah.
Got it.
We've got we've got Plasma out there on Gina. That's gonna do a lot of work into those YVs.
Plasma's so good. A Nerfix, thank you for the follow. I feel we've always been within 15 or 16 from 1,000. So if any of you are watching or tuned in and aren't following, it is free, easy, and appreciate it. Thank you very much for joining. Welcome to the 312 crew. As we have planning here, I'll show you our current division standings. Y'all won your second week here, your first series. Congratulations, up to 75 points.
Thank you.
Trailing behind by a few. The course rough and irritating team. We have one more match against them as we beat them, the 312 crew. Their Marcel plays against Sandy tomorrow. Power rankings are up though for Eurotrash and Range 3 Obstructed, both of them going 2-0 and with a ton of mission points right now. Looking pretty good. But that middle area there, including the Seven Suns 312 crew, I don't know. There's a lot. These wildcard teams, it could be vastly different in a couple of weeks as to who is in contention for the wild card and who holds on to the division. Another team I would look out for is the Psychedelic Kenya Jams, headed by one of the best players in the draft league, Jammin, their captain. Also look out for the Patrick family. Even though he's here, I'm not saying it just to butter you up, but Crispy is certainly a player to be reckoned with. As you tied with Levi 20-20 and won the
Oh
road
my
roll.
gosh.
That's wild.
It was an incredible game, honestly. I was able to get, it was fun police in the meta rebel stuff. I was able to get Wedge off the board super fast. And the mid game sort of went on, and then I lost Hollow pretty much out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen.
And then it was just a race for the objectives. Like at the end of the game, I only had Kylo on the board, and he still had Luke, Han, and Sabine.
Wow. What scenario were you playing?
It was Scramble.
Got it. Okay. So I assume the objective points were in your favor for when you just
very
had
much,
Kyle?
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's wild. That's the third tied road roll to determine the winner game so far in just a couple weeks. Not even 2 full weeks.
Crazy stuff.
Absolutely. All right, we're double checking our maneuvers here. A hole, setting holes dial. I think we're about set to start rocking and rolling here. Rebels are in a more favorable position. We'll see how Scum can respond and try to get, maybe just this turn you try to just get a couple points of objectives and then have a better engage the next turn. It just doesn't look like the best engage coming for Scum here. What's up, Josh?
Scum, I don't think Scum's not going to be coming in on good angles, but they're probably going to get like 3 to 4 objective points here. Like if Manaru 3 banks towards that one in the bottom right, Lats just sort of sits back. Afra tries to take the center. You're holding those 3 pretty confidently.
Yeah.
Unless like Corrin comes zooming in and Sabine also gets in there to tie.
Leighton's gonna try to hold on to that one. Just takes the focus and hides behind the rock. Not a bad plan.
Yeah. I'm assuming Wedge will at least tie that one with Leighton. So it might be 3-1.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna see the YVs just start to roll up and just take space.
Yep. And we are reinforcing there with Dr. Afra. I don't know if the 3 bank's going to get you close enough, to be honest, with Manaru to get that point.
It's a large base.
It is. Like, it is a big boy. I know. We'll see.
Don't underestimate that distance.
What's the benefit of homing missile on Corrin? Yeah, definitely not.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's got to be range 1.
You think so? Oh, we're barrel rolling. It's certainly range 1 now. There we go. Okay. We get a little Manaru roll. Yes, congratulations to Josh, as Matt is pointing out. Josh did win. Store Champ got his Worlds invite. I'm very proud of you, Josh. Nicely done. Played Resistance. He abandoned his Lebo to do it.
Oh. I mean, so like, I feel like I know a lot of people like, it's very interesting watching the discussion about what do we consider as meta or good, and a lot of people who are like, oh, like Scum and CIS aren't bad, we just haven't figured them out yet. And then you see increased Scum and CIS play rates as the season went on, right? Like from the initial points, Scum specifically,
yeah,
super low play rates, and then they eventually came up, and people were like, oh, like, so people found the good Scum tech. No, they won their store champ with the tough stuff, and they went and played the stuff, and now they're playing for fun, which is why we see increased Scum rates.
Yeah,
you don't see increased Scum win rates or like invites and stuff like that, but you do see Scum increased play rates as the season goes on, because people who have won their invites with Rebels, with Empire, with Foe, with Resistance, with Republic, even,
you know, it's interesting.
Are now going back to the factions that they like to play, which are Scum.
Yeah, I love Scum, man. I was on Stephen Kim's off meta podcast.
Oh yeah.
Recently, I joined it. He invited me to do an episode a few days ago. I don't know when that comes out. Maybe might be a few weeks from now or whatever. He's gonna roll out a bunch in a row, but he's obviously, for those of you that maybe don't recognize the name, Rathos, the guy that made Yasby and runs Yasby, the like go-to next to Launch Bay squad builder application browser. So he was telling me that he has access to all the backend data, that Scum is like not if not first, second most built and like accessed part of Yasby, like to this date. Isn't that kind of interesting?
That's crazy.
So like, unless like casually people are trying to build scumless or playing in like things like this, Traff League, whatever, TTS, or you know their league nights, whatever, they're building scumless. They're building way more scumless than the other like 5 factions. Or besides, I think you said it was Empire. It was either Rebel or Empire was the other one that people are. I think it was probably Rebels.
I either one of those. Like I could see like Rebel, Empire, Scum in any order being a top 3.
Yeah. But just like it just kind of goes to show that like even though it's not necessarily good, it's like people want it to be good, so they're always building stuff with it, or they just want to play it in general. We're taking a lock here, Corrin. Or Corrin is passing, I think, a lock over. I think that's what we just saw.
Yep. So Mystic, I'm not saying that you're bad. I'm saying that you're smart by understanding that you should play the best lists.
Can you imagine winning Worlds Invite and the first thing someone says to you is your badge?
I mean that's what happened when I went to Worlds. Is that I came 9th and like people flat out told me, "Hey man, if you flew a good list, you'd make cut."
It's so stupid. Dude, you had just like it was literally just like bad luck of the draw because you like did everything you could to put yourself in that position and you still just didn't get in. That sucks.
Correct.
Looks like one going through at Afra as Afra rolls that evade, has the reinforced front.
Now we're gonna see the big bomb from Gina. So Corrin attacked. That gives Gina a lock. So Gina will now fire the plasma torp.
We're gonna spend the focus.
Spends focus.
So no matter what, some shields are gonna be going down.
Yeah, spend that child force. Spend. Oh, assuming.
No, taking a
no,
damage
it's just.
part.
I mean, you get it back for free.
I know. Oh, okay. That could be a huge mistake. We'll see. Usually is.
It saves A damage, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, right? When you die by 1 damage, it's at any point.
No. Oh no, Gina.
Not double tapping with the proton cannon. Both players agreed to troll both of us here. It seems as the proton cannon double tap to spend the lock was not that opportunity was not taken. And now Bodica has range 2 obstructed into Afra, and that's who we're going into.
I mean, that's why you bring Gina. You line up that bullseye, and you can just like single-handedly put a ton of damage through. And the plasma putting through 3 and knocking all the shields down on Afra is really good because you can follow it up with that proton cannon to land the crits.
Spend the force.
You have the force? Yes.
Maybe he just is like, oh shit, I could have done that earlier.
No.
Afra not taking as much damage as we expected so far.
Yeah. I mean, I really love this Afra build. I've had Kat running it for a long time. We tried to have her run a different build for, I want to say, like the first week of 312, and it didn't work out well. Having the Child Force out there is so good. Like the Child, I think, is like so good at 7. Like I'm putting it on pretty much every single.
It's a good. I think it's priced well. 7 or 8, I think is fine.
I feel like it'd be a bit more fair at 8, just because like the next lowest force, like I want to say in the game, is like 10. So it's like it's reasonable that like there's the downside and like there's the locks and there's the non-regen, but like being able to like constantly have it go when you need it, and especially on a ship like Afra, who you know is going to be drawing tons of fire.
Are we choosing for it to be obstructed for some reason?
Neither team here is range 3 obstructed. Don't know why. Well, I mean,
it's fine.
Looks like that one die was not going to matter. Yeah, Corrin's got marksmanship homing R3. I guess it's just a homing missile.
Man, I wish homing. Remember when homing torpedoes came out, and from day one they were never used.
So there was at one point a build that you could have with them, and then it got like FAQ'd where it didn't work that way.
What was the build?
So it was oh gosh, who was it? I think it was it was Migs, where Migs, after you perform an attack against, like a front arc attack against someone with a red token, you can attack someone else. So you can just lock someone, fire the free homing torp, and then perform an attack against someone else.
Got it. Looks like that shot was into Corrin, as Corrin loses his shields. Yeah, Migs is never used either. It's
no.
Yeah,
like, and then people did the math where it's like, oh, this is like 9 points for a combo to twice per game do 1 damage. This is this suddenly doesn't feel like it.
Oh wow. Okay, so it looks like Sabine is ionized, huh? There you go.
Wow.
That turns off Sabine being a little annoying for a turn.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, Sabine might actually clip the rock now.
I think a 1 bank, you're fine.
Or one hard. Half the 1 hard, yeah.
I mean, you can't 1 hard, you're ionized.
I don't know how this game works, Crispy. I've never played it before.
Oh,
you think a 1 bank? I don't know. I think it hits it.
That is close. I don't think a 1 bank fits.
Yeah,
no, that's super close.
Oh boy, that could be a big break for Bender here. You could go on a Bender after that kill.
Leighton,
and looks like Leighton
chip that.
Taking another damage.
Oh, take the Bodica shot. Bodica free shot after Leighton shoots.
Oh, not doing it.
Didn't go for it.
Those are the things that like are game changing that you forget, even if it's just one time and you remember the rest of the game. It's that one opportunity, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, as Eminem said, you know, you only got one shot, one opportunity. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo. All right, so objectives, it's
3 to 2 because you got a
3
whole
to 2.
bunch of rebel ships up in that.
Yeah.
So even with Sabine going down here, man, Afra.
Well, yeah, I guess if she rolls the hit results, she will die. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed, but I mean, so here's the thing. I mean, if Sabine dies, how many hope triggers are there on that side? Just Hall? Just Hall?
Hope. Oh yeah, Hull has it, and yeah, I think that's it. Because otherwise, it would have been the Battle of Yavin X-wings or Luke.
So, the reason why I love this particular Afra build is because it can stay put basically for enough for the entire game to pass. So, what Bender could do here is stop. Use the first charge of Babu to hold that stress, and then reinforce again, and just sit there. Then, on the next turn, you spend a Babu charge to keep the current stress, the previous stress, so you have 1 charge left. You stop again, use your last Babu charge to eat that stress, reinforce again, so you've stopped for 2 turns with reinforces. Then, on the turn where Babu is forced to give you all back all of your stress, you overtune modulators for 3 calculates, and with Lando, that is plenty of mods for you to stay alive and stay shooting. You then hand the 2 stress back, you do a blue maneuver, clear it,
you have this mapped.
Yes. And then you do another blue maneuver, and you are back to reinforcing. So you stop twice, reinforce both turns. That is something that I understand why a lot of people love the Rook-Han build. But the Rook-Han build can't stop. If you stop once, you have to contraband to do it, and then you.
Oh, Rook! I remember Rook. Rook cast. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, Rook.
We got
Rook-Han.
We got Rook crew at least here in this case.
Yeah, so Han, you red focus before you engage, and then since you did a red action with Rook, you get a strain, and then you can do the whole. Die to hit thing. So it's a good double modded shot every turn, but you can't stop or if you do stop and use contraband, you then stack on a bunch of stress that you can never really like you don't have any way to get rid of it safely. So this is where I like the Babu Overtune Lando set, where you can have all of those mods that you need while stopping twice, and then on the one turn that you would be double stressed, that you wouldn't get in action, you get the Overtune calcs instead.
Yeah.
And then you clear your stress again, and you're back to your normal actions. It is a great build.
You should consider, Crispy. I don't think you know. I don't think you know anything about X-Wing.
No.
I don't think you know anything about this game, dude. You read a book, my guy. Read an X-Wing book. X-Wing for Dummies. I could write that book. Don't hit obstacles. They're bad. Unless you're a decimator of gas clouds. That reminds me. Oh my god. Cam told me the list I'm bringing to LVO is his Desi 2 Bombers Vader list. I need to grab gas clouds. I did not play with him yesterday. I just totally reminded me. Gotta do that.
Gas clouds, huh?
Yeah, just because Rack just flies through it. Or the bombers, they don't care either, I guess. If they can afford, if they need to go through it, they will.
That's true. Ooh. Too hard.
Okay.
That's red.
I was thinking about doing a bank there, or a 1 straight even.
So I like the hard turn in. I just think you got to make it the 3 hard so you're not stressed. So that way you can stop there. Also, not bobbling the stress means that you're sort of in a tough spot.
Yeah, it's not great, Bob. Although I will say it's so is everybody else in terms of being able to capitalize on getting Afra next turn. It might be difficult for some of these ships. Mandaru coming up, sitting right on top of that objective.
Yeah. Here we go.
Everybody, real quick.
Moment of truth.
Cheers. Here, I got hot cocoa. By the way.
Clips the rock.
It does clip the rock. So Sabine gonna have to roll for that damage to live. If she rolls the damage, she's gone. Here it comes. Sabine will not die yet. And is facing another rock next turn, but has opportunities to not hit that. Do you ever? I feel like whenever I play against my opponents and they roll for like obstacles and stuff, like it's total anecdotal bias, but like I feel like they just never roll like anything to suffer any effects. Just like I rolled out of it. That's like, but I will certainly always 10 out of 10 times suffer the effects of obstacles. Full effect.
Yeah. Generally, when I'm playing, if I like hit an obstacle, like if I go like, oh, like this is gonna be close, I just assume I'm gonna take the full consequence. Yeah. And then I have to like map things out from there.
This is looking bad with that APT into Afra now.
Yeah, Afra without the reinforce, and that is the one turn where it's just like, if you don't have the reinforce, it is like the turn is gonna hurt. Oh, and this is
real bad. Foreign will bump. Bodica is gonna. Was that a friendly bump?
That's a friendly bump.
It's a friendly bump. Takes the damage. Get all the free damage you can get right now.
Yeah. Although, guess what? You're gonna have your focus, assuming that you use clan training.
So is this a tactical bump? Maybe. I mean, I don't really know. I would have had to go real fast to avoid running into anybody. Gina Moonsong starting us off here. 4 dice, range 1 into Afra, double modded. So you're gonna need that lock. You are gonna need that lock. That's a lot better. So in that focus, that's 4. So Afra is gonna want to roll some paint here, starting us off wrong, taking 4.
You can spend a calc with Lando to
Oh, that's right. To
that.
reroll. Are we doing that? Are we doing that? Nope. Mm.
Taken 4.
So now 5 hits on the APT just kills her anyways.
Yep.
And we still have a range 0 shot, unfortunately. So for Afra. So here comes that shot from Corrin at range 0. 3 dice on 1, unmodded. Ah, truly
Ooh,
unmodded.
nothing.
All right. So you're saying there's a chance. Ol Oaken here looking for that magic 5 hits to guarantee the kill. Get Mr. Bad Batch here, Gambler Tuba, 5, or rather 6 points. And a lot more blanks there. That's a good sign for Bender, hoping to reroll at least into 1 blank. And wow,
Ooh.
holy smokes. You're saying there's a chance. Is that 3 crits or 2?
That's only 2 crits.
Right. And wow, Afra lives. Takes crit, huh?
Should be.
The first crit on 2 hole right now. First crit is a wounded pilot. Second crit was what? Was it a direct?
No, I don't think they flipped it up. Did they forget to flip the hit to the crit for the personal reports?
I'm not sure. I'll ask him real quick. Hey guys, sorry, 1 sec. The advanced proton torpedo. My understanding is there were 2 crits that Afra would suffer. I'm not sure if you remember to flip one to a crit, but you have to do that. I just want to check in on that.
That was the first guy he did before he re-rolled the target lock. Actually,
I didn't roll any natty crits.
Okay, I thought I saw one was cocked, so I thought there were 2 crits that were uncanceled, but there was just one.
Just one.
Yeah, I think it was just the one.
All right, well, they claimed there was just one. I thought I saw more than 1 crit, but that's fine. That's what they were adamant. It's just one of those things, like, not gonna fight him, you know?
Yep.
And Leighton just died.
Ooh.
As Boudica fires off a nasty shot. Leighton has, what, 5 damage cards on her now? Jeez. Not the kill I was expecting to see.
Yeah.
Wedge now can shoot at Afra. Afra does roll 1 less die. It would be, I think, 2 dice instead of 3 because it is range 3 obstructed.
Yep. So 2v2. Just 1.
Lando.
Oh, Lando.
There we go. This
there
time.
You go.
Okay.
There you go. I think you're fine spending a calc there. Yep, easy. Now you still got both force and a calc, so still double mod offense here.
Mandaru, well, sadly, nothing. Next turn, though, for sure, we'll have a good shot. And so now we have an opportunity to punish a B-Wing or something here. Or maybe you get Corrin off the board and you're almost trading points. Oh, God. Lats Razzie, come on, Lats. You get to recast one of those. Only 2 hits, though.
Yep.
Not sure who this is into.
I think this might be Corrin.
Corn's still taking damage, man. The wedge effect.
Oop.
Yep, the Corn. Now, range 0, right?
So you've got a lot of options here. Boudica down a shield.
Oh, that's right. I marked Boudica as a hole, not a shield.
Oh, gonna go range 1 into Sabine, try to kill her before
There you
she
go.
flies away.
Ooh, not
That's
bad.
gonna be pretty good.
Can spend a calculate to re-roll. No Beskar opportunity. Sabine's facing the wrong way.
Oh, scouts for
okay.
3.
Well,
Hoping the dice are good enough. Gets it.
2 more points here. We pull even. It's 5-5. Gambler Tuba deletes Sabine's stuff. See you later, Sabine. Looks like it's going to be 2 points each.
Looks like it.
Yeah, this counts as 4 ships for Scum there in the center. Nothing bottom left. Top left goes to Rebels. Top right probably goes to Rebels. Did they check? It is 7-7. They did. All right. Well, Afra stuck around for one more turn, but probably going to get initiative killed. I think, Wedge can one hard. So you go for Corrin now. Corrin is 4 points. Clog up the middle area there with your big bases.
Yeah, time to get Manaru in there. She's got a good gun. I mean, you have focus plus the R5P8 reroll plus Gar Saxon for an extra die that you can rip off every now and then. Like, you got to get Manaru in there.
Yeah, Manaru, what do you think? Just like a 1 bank just to keep that objective at the bottom right?
I would 1 bank, yeah. Also,
what would you do with Lats?
So I think Lats would need a 1 bank. I think you can get both. I think if they both 1 bank, you're fine. It's close, but I think it's what you have to do. Because I think if Lats just goes straight, they'll never have a chance to turn in and stay engaged.
Yeah. Got to keep that white arc wide. Have it in the right place. Get some revenge for Leighton. There's a rock there right in front of Afra. So what the hell are you doing?
I mean, you just want a straight bump. I think you just want a straight bump.
Yeah,
you just stay there.
True. That's true.
Let everyone either bump into you or pass over you.
I like that. Right.
Wedge is probably gonna get a kill here, but you can at least keep those guys in front of you.
Yeah. Well, if Wedge 1 hards, I'm not sure he even has arc. You'd have to go straight.
Wedge?
Why would he? I was just thinking. I didn't realize that there was an asteroid there for a second.
No.
It took me a hot sec. I thought maybe we would see Afra move, but the 1 hard makes the most sense to me. I think that's a good call for sure.
So for Wedge, I like the boost to the right and then hard 2 in.
Okay. Yep.
And then Boudica can hold on to that objective because your angle in is kind of bad. I mean, maybe you can 3 bank around and try to get a weird shot, but I'd say Boudica's trying to hold down the objective while Wedge is going in for a better kill shot.
And with Wedge's ability, I think that works.
Yep, especially on those 1 agility targets.
All right, we're about ready to rock and roll here. Time for round 4. Dead even here between mistakes were made and the Bad Batch. I don't think they've... Don't believe Desi. Is this is your guys' first game of the series, right? Because I know you have your second, obviously, with you second game, but has that first game been played already? I don't believe so. So we could see a series decider tonight. Reinforcing the front, not the rear. It hasn't. Got it. Thank you. And there it is. Manaroo, little banky. So we didn't see... Huh. Dude, Afra might stick around.
Just go float up there towards the point.
Yeah.
Hold it down for a while.
There's Bodica, but you have some obstruction coverage, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, you do. What was Afra's action?
Oh, I think
Nothing.
they're still stressed from the
Yep.
bump. I don't think that they took an action. I don't think they could have taken an action.
Ooh, hello, Gina. This is a lot of shots about to be exchanged here in the middle of the board. It's kind of fun. Go back to our angled view. Warren is probably done for. But he's gonna be able to split that base there. Reinforce will not apply. Flats did reinforce the front, right? It looks like it's the back right now.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's the front.
Like Wedge will also probably... I think Wedge might also be splitting it.
Yes, they are both splitting it.
So Gina first, range 1 into lats. Not bad at all. 3 hits. Lats gets the evade, takes 2 shield. Next up, Corrin. 4 dice.
Ooh.
Yeah, doesn't want to spend it. That's 3. And what does Lats? What can Lats do with that? Anything? Nothing.
Takes 3.
Takes 3. Down to 7. Full now, range 1.
Does Hall have the turret to Afra? Ooh.
Didn't even check. Didn't bother to check. And
Didn't
takes
care.
1. Lats soaking up some damage here. Wedge range 3. Lats does get a die. Wedge gets his 2. Man, that's what when I play Wedge, I feel like that's always it's like one hit blank, and gets the squiggle. And now no shot for Bodica. It is out by a little bit. So now it's time for Scum to retaliate here.
Yeah, Corrin may be put down here.
Put down. Euthanized. Range 1 for Lats. Han. Oh, here we go with Han.
Yep.
Gunner getting that red focus. I think we can use Rook as well here, right?
Uh-oh.
No. Yes. 4 into Corrin. Corrin at 3, and he's gonna stick around for another shot. He's on 1. Corrin finally rolling some paint.
Taking 2. Going down to 1.
I might have Lat's health. I might be off by 1. I have 6 whole left. What do you see? Did I get a reinforce? I might have missed a reinforce.
Lats should have 6 left.
Okay, thank you. All right, so now we take that shot with Manru into Corrin. Oh no!
Oh,
There's nothing you can do about that, is there? Oh no!
you can R5 to reroll one of them and hope. I mean, I think you just gotta. I think you gotta reroll 1.
Don't give up on the shot. Oh my god!
Don't give up. Never give up. Never surrender.
1. Corrin on 1. Gonna roll 2. And dies. Oh no! That was his chance. That was his chance. 4 points. Wow, I wasn't expecting to see Afra still alive and Corrin be dead the same turn here, but that's what we get. Is it's 11-7 now, and that helps contest the center point as well. Music's kicking up. I love the epic music playlist.
Never surrender.
Are we quoting Winston Churchill here?
Absolutely.
We shall fight on the playmat. We shall roll dice on the landing ground. We will never surrender.
We will take them in the satellite array. We will take them on the salvage.
Dude, have you seen Darkest Hour? That's a great movie.
I have.
Oh, it's so good.
It's really good.
One of the coolest transitions I've ever seen in a movie is when he's giving one of his speeches, and it shows a map of like war-torn Europe, right? And at the end of the map is like a soldier's face, like a dead soldier's face. I'm like, whoa, that is the coolest transition I've ever seen. Oh, it's so cool. Oh man, it's a great movie. You guys should check out if you like history, one of the most, polarizing but iconic historical figures. Obviously, Winston Churchill, the big reason why the Allies won World War II. Definitely watch Darkest Hour. It's a great movie. Ben Mendelsohn is in it. He plays the king. Is it King George? I don't remember which king, but he's Krennic in Rogue One. For those of you that trying to make the Star Wars reference there, it just took me a while. He's great too. But yeah, Gary Oldman, man, his new thing now is putting on a lot of makeup and being like old, being grumpy guys. He's the same thing in Oppenheimer.
Unrecognizable.
I didn't know he was Harry Truman in Oppenheimer. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yes. Oh, like there are some things where it's just like, if you see like these like A-list, and I say A-list is like like well-known actors, right? And it's just like, if you put like Jason Statham, like his portrait of all the characters he's ever played in like a single picture, they're all gonna look the same,
right? Not Gary.
But if you put all of Gary Oldman's characters in like a single picture, you would think that they're all different people.
You know what blew my mind recently? I was replaying Call of Duty World at War with my brother when I went home, and I didn't know this, but Victor Reznov is voiced by Gary Oldman. I don't know if did you play Call of Duty? Have you played Call of Duty? Maybe this doesn't. Okay. Well, anyway, there's this like in like Call of Duty lore, there's this Russian guy who's super badass that like everybody quotes and everybody like loves, and he's introduced in World at War, which is a really good World War II like one of the best Call of Duty games ever made. But anyways, it's Gary Oldman voicing him, and I'm like, how kind of amazing is it that they got Gary Oldman to voice a video game character like before video games like escalated to the level that they are now, where there's way more money put into them. It's kind of blew my mind. Just casually just cast one of the biggest actors, the voice of random guy in a video game.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Absolutely wild. Oh man. Oh yeah, you got me down the rabbit hole thinking Darkest Hour. I listen to the music from that movie sometimes. It's solid. So round 5 coming up, 30 minutes, 40 seconds, a little bit, 30 minutes and change here. 13-7, as we've got a 6-point lead for mistakes were made. Bender, 1383. But we got 6 points to Afra out there with a wounded and 2 hull. Didn't use Babu at all, which is just kind of strange. Maybe we forgot or Just didn't want to for some reason. Lat's in a little bit of a weird position as well. Is a 3 bank fit for Lats? I don't think so.
I doubt it.
Oh shit. Afra just died to a rock?
Yeah.
Wow.
Up the rock.
Okay, well that's
Ooh,
one way to give
well.
up. And it's 13-13 all of a sudden. We're back to being tied.
Mistakes, in fact, were
Mistakes were made. It's a great team name, right? Because you could be like, we're playing off brand, or you can make mistakes be on brand.
Exactly.
There it is, Desi. Oh man. Next game is captain versus captain. We will have a bit of a break, Chris. If you're welcome to come back for the second game or whatever you want to do, but just a heads up, you don't need to stick around after this game because there's nothing to stick around for a while. For like an hour, hour 15. Do some super mega baseball 3-1-2 crew, of course. Bodica playing the objective here. I think he would be in if we were talking about Ultimate.
Maybe. We've got a tournament tomorrow, so I gotta be.
You gotta be in tip-top shape, huh? That's gonna be tough.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Man, nothing else for Rebels has taken any damage except for Bodica's shield, huh?
Yeah.
Not ideal. And try to Talon roll. Yeah, I would bump into. Gonna have to go to somebody, and that's gonna help. I guess you put it. Yeah, you put it on the Y-wing. I was gonna say Gar Saxon's like, you know, it's like feasting on that red token there.
Mm-hmm.
So Manaru could roll 5 dice at range 1 then with Gar, right?
No, guard does cap out at 4.
Okay. We're gonna go range 0 into Lats. For 1.
Lats is strange.
Takes it.
But I think that's just 1.
Did Lats, I guess, didn't do a blue maneuver?
Lats did a 3 hard to the left, trying to get around. Okay, now, once again, gonna be 3 versus 0. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Man, this
Lats is a 2-hole.
This I3 squad running into trouble where just efficient I5 and I4 guns.
Fuel leak.
Down to 2 with a Hall Oaken shot left. Hall Oaken shield.
Initiative remains too cheap. No, gonna go to Manaru? What? All right. Hit crit into Manaru. What?
Did he forget he's got a turret?
I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but that was the choice that was made. Manaru
Shields on
loses a
Manaru.
couple shields. Now we get to punish something again.
Neither of these are great shots. I'd throw
No.
the dice at Bodica just because at this point
I think we're doing the range 0 shot actually for 1 into Gina. Gina takes nothing, rolls out of it.
All right, Manaru. 1 shot wedge now.
He did spend his focus. Mandarin doesn't have any mods though, huh? R5P8, that's it.
Yep.
Because of the friendly bump.
I mean, that's a reroll. That's a reroll of any die, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, 4 days. Okay, hey, not bad. Reroll 1. Not gonna one-shot wedge though. No, just 2. Wedge takes 2. And not a lot of scoring here. Looks like it's 1-1. Oh man, mistakes were made. See, what are we checking for? Oh, did he get the bottom point? He gave himself an extra point.
Oh, he had the top right and the center.
Oh, he got the top right. Okay, nice. Wow, that's weird. At that angle, it looks like if you didn't get the bottom right, you wouldn't get the top. But yeah, you get those. It is in, barely out of the bottom.
So Scum winning by point standards, but you don't really feel it.
Yeah, I definitely don't. No, if you're gonna lose a lats, you're gonna have to kill another ship, like at the least. So still some time, plenty of time left in this game. I think Bodica just won hards. That fits, right? Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. It's a little, that angle's a little off. Yeah, that's true. Unless they get no objectives, yeah. So, I mean, it's certainly the Rebels' game to win. It's Gambler Tuba's game. Yeah, Gina can turn around. Wedge is in a position to turn around. The only one that's not going to be able to is Hull with that stress there. Mandarin sloops, maybe?
Ooh, that sloop to the left seems pretty good. I'm fine with that. Or you could just bump and stay put and, well, no, if you bump, you don't, then Wedge just gets another free shot at lats, which is not what you want. I mean, you still have contraband on lats. Like, if you're trying to make this the last turn, you just stop, reinforce the rear.
All right, here we go. Rocking and rolling into round 6. There's no overlap, so doesn't matter. Oh no. Oh god. Doesn't hit the rock yet. It's your last turn, lads.
Well,
Oh man. Look at that.
I mean, you gotta win on this turn.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no, onto the rock. Slooping onto the rock. That's a huge shot you're not getting. It's the only shot you would have gotten. And it's a damage card on Manaru. Oh. So he tried to K-turn. He must have not seen the rock. Like, I know this mat has like some similarities, but he just like, yeah, he just didn't see the rock.
blame the playmat.
Is he actually thinking reloading? That's kind of fun.
Well, you get to reload for free with the pilot ability as long as you're outside range 2 of someone.
Oh, that's right. All as an ability. Wedge. Wow, okay. 5k didn't. Yes, Wedge still has crack shot, has not used it. Bodica is going to finish off Lat. And, or Gina, rather. Oh, man. Yeah, if Wedge sitting out there without any tokens, if Manaru had that shot, man. Oh. And this will be for the game. Okay. You're saying there's a chance. Until Bodica shoots. Yes, until Bodica shoots. And here it is. Bodica's a focus, so, you know, just don't blank out. That's not a blank out. That's not a blank out.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That is it. Yeah, Lats Razi. Sayonara, Sammy. A little razzle dazzle, razzy dazzy there. And then objective points. It looks like Bender might still get up to like 17 here. Unless Hull splits the middle. Which I think he will. Yeah, he will. So a final score is going to be, looks like 20-16. What are we doing? Shooting on a rock.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Don't shoot on the rock.
Yep. 20-16 is our final. And our first matchup here between Mistakes Were Made and the Bad Batch. It is the Bad Batch that takes game 1 of the series. I mean, he gave himself a chance to win the game and get it back into the game. He just, like, Manaru just needed to shoot, and Lats obviously stuck around a little too long, took too many shots. But, yeah. All right, I'll pay out the bet.